other technical issue. You take the cells, there are few of them. So somehow you need to make them more. If someone is familiar with, let's say, molecular biology or cell biology, may say that, okay, as long as you culture them, these cells have higher probability to change their phenotype and may not be identical of what actually are the cells inside the patient. Well, the experiments has shown that you can grow the tumor cells, but they can remain stable on growing phase from 7 to 9 days of growing. You can continue doing this after this period, but after the 9th day is that the cells start altering a lot. So you have a specific time window to multiply your cells and be identical with the primary cells inside the body. Is it sufficient this time of period to grow the cells and have enough material to work with? Well, again, the experiment says yes. Simply because the cells, these kind of cells, are growing extremely fast. We compare it here with a known commercially available cancer cell line from pancreas of humans, and these are cells coming from pancreatic carcinoma, SCBCs. The difference of growing rate is up to 10,000 times faster. In reality, it means that the cells are divided in every 20 to 30 minutes. To make it more real, let's say that you start with 100 cells, not 1,000, 100. And you cultivate them in 24 hours. In 20 minutes, if you run the maths, you're going to conclude with 1.6 billion cells. The number is huge. So you have plenty of cells to work with. And you are only on the 24 hours. At that time, we consider that this is only a random event, but actually we prove the concept that these cells are growing in the same pattern from all types of solid tumors. So actually we use that to multiply the cells and make our job more safe. And this is what is the outcome of assessing the old protocols to identify the cells in circulation. As you can see, all of the techniques, they have pros and cons. And this is really, let's say, ideal experiments. Recently, we include in the field of liquid biopsy the circulated free DNA. Someone may say, okay, this is much easier because we found the DNA from the tumor, the serum, and then we could analyze it. Keep in mind that this approach includes fragments, small pieces of tumor DNA that exist in the circulation. So you do not have the whole genome. That's the first. And the second is that the only thing that you can do is that you can identify this tumor origin DNA when your tumor carries a specific mutation. If it doesn't, you cannot be able to identify this circulating DNA. And the only utility of it is to find the extension of the disease. So the more tumor cells you have, the more free tumor origin DNA you are going to have. So you're not going to find any diagnostic or prognostic value of it. So here are the pros and cons of both techniques. So as you can see, CTCs can give you an early diagnosis, tumor progression according to stages. Drug tests, sensitivity tests, can give you analysis on multi-levels, on protein, RNA, and genomic level, which, the free DNA can give you only information about the grade and the stage. That's it. No more than that. So it is a tool that it can be used only for this purpose and nothing further. So again, a very fancy method, but from the utility and practical point of view, there are always limitations. But yeah, which method, which test? The answer is search. The answers exist out there. All the tests have been assessed, all the assays have been assessed. So here is the name of a test. I take it out the commercial name of it, but actually it's the assessment of methodology, which says that it gives you from 100 to 1,000 times more the number of circulating tumor cells that actually exists. So it's not an accurate method to use it. So the more you read, the more clear understanding you develop of which method is more close to reality. And what I said is already written here. Cell-search is considered as a golden standard, but it's already known that EpCAM doesn't express in all cancer cells. This is the reason why sensitivity and specificity is so poor. Despite the fact that it's FDA approved, because this is something that everyone, oh, is it FDA approved? So what? This doesn't mean that it's credible. Credibility defines by scientific parameters: specificity, sensitivity, negative and positive predicted value. All the rest are public relations. Yes, it is. Again, this shows the difference of 4 different techniques: cytogenetics, real-time PCR, flow cytometry, and next-generation sequencing. Here you can see the